Why Do So Many People Feel Unfulfilled at Work? In Bullshit Jobs by David Graeber, the late anthropologist boldly confronts one of modern society's most troubling paradoxes, the rise of jobs that seem utterly meaningless, yet are increasingly common. Graeber's book doesn't just critique the modern economy, it tears open its underbelly to expose how pointless work is not only tolerated but actively perpetuated. If you've ever felt your job is devoid of purpose, this is the book that will make you nod furiously in agreement, laugh out loud at its absurdities, and maybe even rethink your place in the world. Graeber begins with a striking premise: a vast number of jobs today serve no real purpose. These bullshit jobs, as he defines them, are roles that even those performing them believe shouldn't exist. They add no meaningful value to society and often involve shuffling paperwork, attending endless meetings, or carrying out vague, undefined tasks. And yet, millions of people clock in every day, trapped in work that feels futile. Graeber argues that the proliferation of these roles is not an accident but a feature of the capitalist system, a way to maintain control and keep people busy. The book is both deeply researched and shockingly relatable. Graeber categorizes bullshit jobs into 5 types: flunkies, positions that exist only to make others feel important; goons, roles that intimidate or manipulate; duct tapers, those who fix preventable problems; box tickers, jobs that create the illusion of productivity; and taskmasters, managers who manage without purpose. Through interviews and anecdotes, he brings these categories to life with biting humor and poignant insights. You'll meet the receptionist who never receives visitors, the consultant who generates reports no one reads, and the middle manager who realizes their team could function perfectly well without them. Graeber doesn't just diagnose the problem, he digs into its roots. He traces the origins of bullshit jobs to a combination of bureaucratic inefficiencies and the ideology that work is inherently virtuous. In a society where one's worth is often tied to one's occupation, eliminating pointless jobs would challenge deeply ingrained beliefs about productivity and identity. This creates a system where people are incentivized to appear busy rather than actually accomplish anything meaningful. But the consequences of bullshit jobs go far beyond wasted time. Graeber reveals the psychological toll they take, from boredom and depression to a gnawing sense of existential despair. He argues that being trapped in meaningless work erodes a person's sense of self and purpose. It's a silent epidemic, largely ignored because its victims are often too ashamed to admit they feel unfulfilled. What makes bullshit jobs so compelling is Graeber's ability to weave together economic theory, historical analysis, and personal stories. His critique isn't just of individual workplaces but of an entire system that prioritizes profit over purpose. He calls for a radical reimagining of how we define work and value human contributions. Universal basic income, for instance, emerges as a potential solution, a way to free people from pointless toil and allow them to pursue work that truly matters. Bullshit Jobs isn't just a critique, it's a call to action. Graeber's wit, insight, and empathy make this book an eye-opening journey through the absurdities of modern employment. It's a must-listen for anyone who has ever stared at a computer screen and thought, "What am I even doing here?"